I saw him standing underneath the neon light. Same old jacket, same tired eyes, same fight. He smiled when I asked him if he was doing okay, but I knew that smile was hiding something he couldn't say. We grew up on the same side of town, learned how to fall and never stayed down. He was the kind of man who'd give you his last, but somewhere along the way he got lost in his past. I told him, brother, you can still turn around. He said some roads don't lead back to town. I reached for his hand, but he pulled away. Sometimes love is helpless when a man won't let you stay. I couldn't save the man who once saved me, couldn't pull him from the darkness he refused to let me see. I carried all his secrets, I prayed he'd change his ways, but some battles belong to another man, and some prayers take years to be answered. I still hear his voice when the night gets cold. I wonder if he knew how much his life was worth. I couldn't save the man, but I'll never stop loving him. The last time I saw him, rain was falling hard. He was sitting alone beside an old junkyard. I told him, come with me, we'll figure this out. He looked at me and whispered, I don't know how. There are people who become strangers long before they leave this earth. You watch them disappear slowly and wonder if you could have stopped the hurt. I blame myself for every mile he walked, every bottle, every lie, every door he locked. I thought if I called one more time, maybe I could have changed his mind. But guilt is a prison with no walls you can see, and sometimes you have to accept what was never yours to carry. I couldn't save the man who once saved me, couldn't pull him from the darkness he refused to let me see. I carried all his secrets, I prayed he'd change his ways, but some battles belong to another man, and some prayers take years to be answered. I still hear his voice when the night gets cold. I wonder if he knew how much his life was worth. I couldn't save the man, but I'll never stop loving him. Now his old house sits empty by the highway, windows dark beneath the morning gray. The porch still holds the chair he used to sit in, like the house itself is waiting for him. I pass that place sometimes and slow the truck down. For just a second I imagine he'll be standing there when I turn around. Maybe somewhere beyond this life he's finally free from the war. Maybe he's found the peace he couldn't find before. And maybe when I see him again, I won't have to ask him why. just put my hand upon his shoulder and tell him I never said goodbye. If you're listening somewhere beyond these stars, I hope you know you were never your scars. You were more than your mistakes, more than the nights you couldn't survive. You were someone's brother, someone's friend, someone worth fighting for while you were alive. I wish I'd understood that love can't always rescue a man. Sometimes all you can do is keep the light on and hope he finds it again. So I forgive myself tonight for the calls I didn't make, for the words I couldn't find, for believing I could carry another man's mind. I did what I could, and maybe that's enough. I couldn't save the man who once saved me, but I can carry his memory like a fire inside of me. I'll tell the story honestly. I remember his name, I remember every good thing before I remember the pain. And if somebody comes to me with those same tired eyes, I'll sit beside them in the darkness and stay until the sunrise. Because sometimes a broken man doesn't need someone to fix him. He just needs somebody who won't leave him alone. So here's a prayer for the ones still fighting, for the ones too tired to speak, for the ones hiding their pain behind a smile every week. If you're standing at the edge tonight,